and got away for a few days, and
Great.
yeah, so it was nice, but it's great to be back.
Yeah, well, you brought back some really, really comfortable weather. The
Yes.
sunshine stayed out, the humidity went away, which we appreciate.
And that's a good thing. We spent a couple days in New Orleans. It's hot down there.
That's what I hear.
It's hot and it's humid, and so I was really happy that that had all broken by the time we got home.
A nice break.
Yes, a nice break. We've got a cool wind out of the north, and that's going to continue to keep humidity down, temperatures down a bit for us. I know while I was gone, you had a couple of 90-degree days, but none of that in the forecast. In fact, tomorrow's outlook is just warm. Right where we should be for this time of year. Temperatures in the upper 50s early tomorrow morning, and then we're at 75 by midday, and eventual high temperatures. Oh, let's go upper 70s, low 80s. Officially 81 in Indianapolis this afternoon. I think we'll be pretty close to that tomorrow. A sign that we heat back up as we get closer to the weekend. So if you're not a big fan of the high heat, high humidity, the next couple of days are just for you.
Great. Any rain in the forecast?
Not until Friday.
Okay.
It looks like we'll have a weakening cluster of storms late Thursday night, early Friday, and then what's left over, that boundary will kind of be in play Friday afternoon and evening, and that may trigger some additional storms. So if you're planning dry days versus stormy days, tomorrow and Thursday dry, at least the chance for a few storms around on Friday.
Okay. Thank you very much. So what will school look like in the fall? We know students had to wear masks and use social distancing this school year, along with the rest of us pretty much everywhere. But our Mary Mills found today at least one district that will ditch the masks when school returns in the fall. Take a look.
Come on! It's safe to say that few of the kids here at this Brownsburg Park are thinking about school, not when they have 6 weeks of summer break left. But it is top of mind for Brownsburg school officials who've decided face masks will be optional for students and staff on all school property starting July 1st. Sisters Vivian and Tori Vidrich are thrilled.
So it like kind of rubs on your nose and it hurts and gives you maybe a rash.
Yeah. So does that mean you don't want to wear it anymore?
Yeah.
Plus, they say they're ready to get back to normal. But Caleb Zerowink, who lives in Avon, says he'll continue to wear his mask even if he doesn't have to.
I still will because I feel like it keeps me safe and my family.
Besides making masks optional, Brownsburg schools will no longer offer online options. But in an email to parents, Superintendent Jim Snap said the district would accommodate students with documented medical conditions that makes it, quote, not fully safe for them to return to school. What's yet to be determined, decisions on social distancing, contact tracing, and whether to continue quarantining students who've been exposed to the virus. Back at Williams Park, where the only assignment was having fun, Hopeful Chavalas Gomez says she's okay either way on masks.
I think that if kids want to wear masks and if they don't want to wear masks, that is okay.
But her mom not ready for students to ditch their masks, especially those 12 and under.
Only because we're still in risk and they can't get vaccinated yet. So if we can prevent that just using a mask, it will be ideal.
And we learned Brownsburg is not alone. Westfield Washington schools also announced their plans for the next school year. Westfield's going to return to 100% in-school learning, and masks will be voluntary in all schools and district buildings effective July 1st. But masks will remain mandatory on district school buses. So we're starting to see these decisions come in by some local school districts, and of course the conversation will continue through the summer, and we'll pass along when these new districts make their decisions. Coming up tonight at 11 o'clock, we're taking a look at the lawsuit over Indiana's decision to end those extra federal unemployment benefits early. Have you heard about this? These extra benefits, like the added $300 to unemployment checks, they're going to expire here in Indiana on Saturday. Now, the U.S. government gave states the option to keep them going through September 6th. And some Hoosiers say the governor shouldn't have the right or doesn't have the right to end those benefits early. So they have sued. And tonight we are taking a deep dive into this issue. Our Alan Carter has been looking into this all afternoon long. He's talking with the people behind the lawsuit who claim that they are falling through the cracks. We've learned some interesting things, got some interesting numbers, not from just from Indiana, but also some other states as they kind of tackle this same debate. All right, Angela, you back? There she is. Okay.
I'm here.
I
don't know if I'm ready for this next one, but I'm here.
No. Let's see. I want to go back to, so Tim Fox just commented. He said, welcome back from vacation. We have stray cats and dogs in the Midwest. In Florida, they have stray alligators. Yes, they do. Something that seems like the beginning of a joke. An alligator knocks on a door. Okay, so he doesn't actually knock on the door, but it looks like he could have. This is from Florida. Here you go, Tim. A guy checked his security camera, his video. This was Saturday morning. And this is what he saw on his front porch. Can we re-rack that video again so we can see it? I think it's going to loop. The gator walks right up to the door. You can see him walking away now, but in a second you're going to see what this guy saw on his video when he checked it on Saturday. Here he comes, just kind of meandering, right? What do you maybe looking for some food or something? What have we got here? Kind of noses at the front door, and then stays, right? Look at that. Trying to figure out maybe you can get in. Look, I think he's at a window or something maybe next to the door. What's in there? He looks around for a little while and eventually says, okay, seen enough.
Yeah.
Walking away. All right, so now this guy who lives here is warning his neighbors to look closely before opening their doors.
Yeah, that's a big alligator, and I'm surprised how graceful it was. You know, it looked like it was going to knock that chair or whatever that is sitting on the porch, but it didn't.
No.
Able to kind of turn the corner and
gracefully.
Pretty gracefully.
And kind of saunters up to the front door.
Yeah, no one's home, so I guess I'll go. Speaking of alligators, I think we've got new crocodile, alligator, some sort of exhibit at our zoo.
Oh, yes. I heard that too. Yes.
So I don't know that they're that big, but I don't know. I haven't been out there yet to see the exhibit.
It's worth checking out. You know, what else? Speaking of the zoo, on Thursday nights, I believe, check our website to double check.
You're right.
Is it this week on
Yes.
Thursday nights? Jazz back at the zoo. So every Thursday night this summer, we'll have
we
jazz
ran
music.
a couple of those stories tonight, and it's kind of encouraging that there are some events.
Yep.
One we'll be talking about at 11. We'll give you the details on that, but it's down at the canal.
Yep.
And they're a theme for each week, family friendly, free. So it's nice to have a few of those things that can get families out and, gathering.
Absolutely, especially because, I don't know, now your kids are a bit older, but you can remember maybe a couple years ago, about 2 or 3 weeks into summer break, they were saying, I'm bored.
Yeah,
what is there to do? There's nothing to do.
Well, you let them know when they become teenagers they have to work.
Yes.
So,
That's right.
might as well just be bored and enjoy the summer. Otherwise, when you get to a certain age, you have to get a job.
Yeah, I was just telling a friend today, to be bored again,
Yeah.
Remember that? Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. A lot of you are weighing in on this alligator. Pamela says, land shark. Yes. Let's see.
Yeah, Glenn says it's big. It looked big to me as
me
well.
too.
Obviously, it's hard to judge when you're watching a video and it's kind of turning around, but it looked several feet, let's just say.
At least, yeah. Sometimes we, especially those of us who've lived in Indiana forever, we think, what would it be like to live somewhere else, somewhere great like Florida? It's moments like that where I'm just fine living right here in Indiana.
We came back from vacation and Mark goes, this is the best. We really don't need to go anywhere ever.
Nope.
I love living here.
Yes. I feel like for the most part, we really do get 4 distinct seasons. Spring and fall, I feel like we get shortchanged on a lot
little
of the time.
bit.
But I would much rather live here, where it seems like every time I'm tired of the cold, I'm tired of the snow, it starts to warm up, and then I want the season to change, and toward the end of summer, sure enough, September, October starts to cool off. I like that. I like the change,
Yes, and I'd be okay getting shortchanged on winter.
Well, that's true. Yes.
But that's just me.
I feel like, just enough to sled once. Go
Once or
sledding,
twice.
maybe around Christmas. Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in, for weighing in, and for welcoming Angela back from vacation. Great to have you back. Scott, by the way, some of you asked about Scott Swan last night here. He will be back, I believe, next week. I haven't checked the schedule, but I believe he'll be back pretty soon, so don't worry. He'll be back in the seat soon. Join us at 11 o'clock for 13 News on WTHR. Have a great Tuesday night. See you tomorrow.